Welcome back to the Doghouse YouTube gang. I'm in rare form tonight. You know what I mean? Just wanted to kick it. Come on and kick it. So I just say, you know what? Let's kick it. Let's chill out tonight. Anything goes type of timing. I ain't doing too much tonight, and I just wanted to vibe out, man. This is a random live. I normally let people know when I'm going live, but tonight is just one of those nights I just say, you know what, I'm gonna just go live and let's just see what everybody's talking about, what's going on out in the football world or whatever type of world, man. Like I said, this is an anything goes type of live. So, anything goes. Anything we decide to talk about is what we talking about. Let me check some messages. Oh, and also too, I'm about to put the call in number in the chat just so people can call in and let me know how they feeling. Put that right there in the chat. So whenever people start dropping off in the live, like I said, I normally don't do it so random. I don't drop live so random like this, but I said, what the hell, man? So right now, let's see. Let me just make sure everything's straight. Let's make sure everything is Gucci with the sound. You always got to make sure your sound is right. All right, so yeah, so everything sound good. So anyway, I just went and purchased a new mic and stand and all of that good stuff, and I just wanted to have something, new. Um, I was tired of the sideways type of mic, so I said, let me go grab something where it's kind of like right in my face. I kind of like it without the thing on it, but it just what up, DB? Yeah, but I kind of put it on just so you won't hear the popping and or whatever. But yeah, man, I dropped the number down in the chat. You know what I'm saying, for anybody that want to call up and just holler at me. You know what I mean. It could be about anything. I mean, obviously we talk Georgia talk over here, but whatever y'all want to call and chop it up about. That's the difference in my channel. I try to bring something different to where you can just call up and we can just chat. Now obviously I don't want to talk about no weird stuff. You know what I mean, but at the end of the day, we can talk about whatever is in the media at this point. Good news for them dogs. You said good news for the dogs. What's going on with the dogs? The safety that came from Miami. Is that what you talking about? That safety that just came from Miami. I think that's the latest news that I've seen. Um, the safety, but it could be some more good news. Lay it on me. Lay it on me, DB. Shit, lay it on me. Lay. I need some good news. You know. I looked at the guy. What is his name? Oh, Noah too. Noah. Okay. So he committed too. I did not know that. But I'm checking right now. Well, I'm still seeing the safety from Miami. So I'm still that's the main thing. Jaden Harris, and he definitely was a starter. So that's a good thing for us at Georgia. We got us somebody that was an actual starter that came on. I mean, like I said before, man, it's a lot of things that I feel like if I was like, especially at the wide receiver position, if I seen the way Georgia's wide receivers played this season, I definitely would come to Georgia because I know I have me a spot and I have me a starting spot. We picked up Noah Thompson. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm seeing it now. You know what I mean? I definitely was seeing a lot from what's his name? Jaden Harris. I was seeing him a lot, still seeing him pop up. But that's a good look for us though. That's a good look for us, you know what I mean? Um Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that's a good look for us, man. Noah Thompson. You know, what I mean, I gotta go look at his stats. What his stats looking like, y'all? I gotta check his stats out. At Texas A&M because I like to see what he's all about. Let me look it up right now. Matter of fact, have you heard if it's true that Georgia is trying to get David Sanders to into the? I don't know, man. I haven't seen nothing myself yet, but you know, if it's true, we'll eventually see it. So Noah Thompson is 6'6". He's a junior, 6'6", 200 pounds. That's what we talking about. 6'6", 200 pounds from Pearland, Texas. 39 receptions for 574 yards, 8 touchdowns. Okay, in 14.7 average. Man, look, hey, we might got us one. We might have us one. This is what we needed though, you know. So we loaded at this point. We loaded at this point, you know. We got Zachariah Branch. We got CJ Wiley. We got Taylor Taylor. Dylan Bell is coming back. You know what I mean? With those four guys alone, just like we was talking about, me and Armando Black Armando Black TV. We was talking about that the other night, man. Like I just feel like this probably is going to be the best core coming into 2025. And I just say that just due to the type of guys that we got. Thank God Georgia is finally getting some transfers in. We got two receivers. That's more than enough, in my opinion. That's more than enough. Especially with like I talk about this all the time. You're gonna need experience, so that's why they're getting those guys in the transfer portal. You know, it took us forever. You feel what I'm saying? But I believe that things is changing within this transfer portal. It's so finicky because at one point it'll tell you that it closed on the 28th, but then it'll tell you something different. You know what I mean? So it's just weird with that. What's going on, everybody? Mike Brown, Cool Joe, Wallace. What's good? He say, what's good with you, Major? Ain't nothing, man. I'm just chilling, man. I really just went on live because I got a new mic, so I just wanted to showcase the new mic. Like, hey, you know, we in here, something different. What's happening with you? You know what I'm saying? We looking good out there, man. We looking kind of good. We got that Zachariah Branch. Well, we got the Branch brothers, but the Zachariah Branch. We got Taylor Taylor, C.J. Wiley. You know what I'm saying? Now Noah Thompson. And, man, listen, man. It's about to get real out here, man. Georgia might have the best wide receiver core, one of the best wide receiver cores that we've seen in a long time under Kirby Smart, man. Especially if these guys come in and build chemistry with each other. And because I'm telling you, man, like that 39 receptions for 574 yards and then the dude 6'6", 200 pounds, man, that's massive, man. If we lose Damon Wilson, some young bucks going to have to play linebacker. I definitely believe that the young bucks will play. That's one thing about Kirby Smart that I do know. Like, at the end of the day, we don't see much as far as freshmen playing on the offense, but we know when it comes to that defense, like you definitely gonna get that PT. I'm loving these portal commits, a lot of sides, especially on the defense side. Yeah, man. Like, who committed on the defense side? Who's committing? Because I ain't seen nobody commit on the defense side, man. I'm a little behind. I had so much going on today, man. I was doing so much today and, you know, with work and everything like that. It's like, you know, I really wasn't paying that much attention on what's going on. But I didn't know anything about any defensive transfers, man. Uh, Yeah, I didn't know anything about no defensive transfer. They said Noah Thompson only dropped 4 passes since he's been in college. Cujo said the kid from UAB. Okay. What position? What position? I'm scrolling looking for it now. I'm scrolling looking for it now, but I don't see nothing yet. Usually I see it pop right up, you know, especially we picked up 6'3" safety out of UAB and DB from Miami. Oh, okay. See, y'all put me up on game, man. Y'all, cause like I say, man, I hadn't even really been on the internet much today. My focus ain't even really been on it today, but that's a good thing for us to pick up some guys, man. We definitely needed guys at safety. Dan Jackson with some big shoes to fill. Yeah, we knew about Zion Branch coming, and we just need depth. I think we was losing depth like crazy. Let me put my shades on real quick. I think this is the night that I could throw the shades on. So yeah, nah, I don't want them on. Anyway, yeah, I'm in rare form tonight, man. I'm in rare form. I normally have my dog hat on. I normally throw the dog hat on, but I ain't got it on tonight. I'm just chilling tonight, kicking it, man. It's one of them random nights for me. Don't forget, we got the number one tight end, Elisa's. Yeah. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. I think we will be a force to be reckoned with if everybody that we talking about right now gets their start. Now, everybody ain't gonna be able to be a star. You only gonna probably get one or two stars out of that whole wide receiver core. Hopefully, we have multiple. But 9 times out of 10, man, you know how it go. You only gonna see one or two stars out of the wide receiver core. I'm glad that Dylan Bell is deciding to stay. It was kind of pointless for him to enter not enter the portal, but enter the draft anyway. But like I told y'all, man, I like experience over everything. Experience over everything. Hopefully ETN can get better next year for us. Yeah, man. ETN. I think ETN will do well. But as long as we got Nate Frazier, that's all I'll be worried about. That's my guy, man. That little young guy right there got a bright future at Georgia, man. Like if they, especially at next season, bro. This season coming up. Now I'll just say that. This season coming up, we definitely gonna see a different type of run game when it comes to the Georgia Bulldogs. If ETN stay healthy and Nate Frazier stay healthy, boy, it's gonna be crazy out there. I ain't lying, boy. We might have the best running backs out there. Ethan Barbaro is going to be a good receiver at tight end. Yeah, man. I'm just hoping to see these guys because we still got don't leave them guys like Oscar Depp and Lawson Lucky out, man. Don't leave them guys. I know we got new guys, but you know how Kirby do on that offense now. I ain't too many times you done seen freshmen start on that offense side of the ball like that. A lot of times Kirby he be kind of playing conservative when it comes to the offensive players. Now the defensive players, he get them they shot for the most part, but them offensive players, you rarely see them. Wide receivers and tight ends come in as freshmen. Sometimes you do though. Sometimes Tay said, I believe next season we have way more explosive top 5 for sure. Yeah, man, I think these guys is gonna be a good crew, man. I just got a feeling they gonna be a good crew because most of these guys already got a name for themselves. Taylor, CJ Wiley, even the transfers. The guys that we had coming into this season, we kind of knew, in a sense, that it probably wasn't going to be the best wide receiver core, but we didn't think it was going to play out this bad. We did not know that, right? But with this wide receiver core right here, I can almost about bet that we probably going to see some explosive playmaking. Obviously, Gunnar Stockton, he's got the job. With Jaden Rashada getting up out of there, Gunnar got the job. But anything can happen. But Gunnar got the job. Having all these weapons won't matter if we can't block. Yeah, so that means we got to get that offense of line together. But I think that's coming too. I think that's going to happen too. I think that offensive line have been looking shaky from the beginning of the season. And that's crazy because I talked about that early in the season. I think that was probably like the second game of the season. I spoke about that, about how the offensive line wasn't giving Carson enough time to do much, right? And it showed up towards the end of our season. So that's a big thing that we got to focus on too. It's a lot. It's a lot that we got to focus on, man. It's a lot that I feel like Kirby Smart is going to zone in on and take care of. once again, we can't expect to go undefeated. We can't, we don't need to set the bar so high. We had that bar set up so high because of those national championships, and we had to pretty much get humbled. And I think that's what happened. We got humbled, and it is what it is, But just hopefully we rebuild into where we need to be once again. Rashada wasn't ever competing with Gunner. It was between Rashada and Puglisi. Well, I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Whether it's Rashada, in my opinion, everybody's competing, and I say that because, as a quarterback, you in competition with everybody. In my opinion, that's the way I see it. You might see it a different way, but I see it as if you got three guys back there, which and Gunner, Rashada, and Puglisi, all of them to me are fighting for that starting spot. So that's just my opinion, though. I don't think Dalen ever declared yet. Nah, I don't think so either. I believe we're going to see more production from D-line next season. Also have big names coming back. Yeah, man. I think we're going to do fairly well. It's just certain things that got to start happening. Like when I expressed a lot in past lives about the transfers, right, on the offense. Now we starting to see more transfers, Saul Zachariah and now Noah Thompson, you know what I mean? And now even on the defense, even though we're not talking about the defense right now, but the Zachariah, Zion Branch and what's his name, Jaden Harris. Like, yeah, man, we coming, we getting to that point. I don't know what was taking Kirby so long. Of course, every coach is going to try to be strategic on what they believe they want to see out of a player before they offer them. But at the end of the day, I just feel like we needed to grab somebody. Hopefully, these guys that we do grab, make a big impression on the Georgia Bulldogs. Running game should be a lit stronger and healthy with ETN and more experience. I ain't even, to be honest with you, Mike, bro, I don't even feel like what's his name, Nate Frazier needed much experience. He came in as a dog, in my opinion. He did. I mean, he fumbled the ball a couple of times, you know what I mean? But for the most part, man, I don't even feel like that experience was the thing when it came to Nate Frazier. I didn't see nothing about Nate Frazier that made me feel as if he wasn't, a dog. It was nothing that I seen. Like, everything that I seen from Nate Frazier was like, okay, this dude here, he's one of them ones, right? ETN was the one I was like, Now, when we seen him at Florida, ETN was just like balling, But it seemed like when he came over here, he had to kind of like, I guess, learn our system or whatever. But at the end of the day, I got big time faith in Nate Frazier. Nate Frazier, that guy. I don't know what's going to happen with Roderick and Branson, but Nate Frazier and ETN, I can bank on them. I can put my money on them. Just hopefully they stay healthy, because we gonna need them. Most importantly, prayers to Kirby Smart family. Yeah. Shout out to I think his pops died. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to his dad. Shout out to him. My condolences from the doghouse. I believe one of Branson's may leave also. Yeah, we can see that. I can definitely see one of them jokers leaving, because, at the end of the day, y'all not even staying healthy enough to, show that you can be a starter for us at this point. And Roderick, he's so slow, man. I don't, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't see anything, and I think the coaching staff seeing something, because they kind of like, give him a chance here and there. But me personally, bro, I don't see anything in Roderick to make me feel like, well, I would hate for him to leave, which I would hate for him to leave just only due to the fact that one of our starters could get hurt and we would need him as a backup. But it is what it is, He said facts. Frazier came in as a dog. Yeah, it's you seen it instantly. It was he had instant success. You know what I mean? Instant success, and that's what I liked it about him. He reminded me of Sony Michel. He was like a breath of fresh air when it came to the offense. Because even though Zamir White and who else? James Cook. Even though those guys were good running backs for Georgia, I feel like we had missed that burst of energy from the running backs. A physical runner and a fast runner. I feel like we was missing that at Georgia, and we was barely like, I think what James Cook got off at Georgia, so I got to throw him in there. I got to throw James Cook in there, but I can't throw him in there with Nick Chubb and Sony Michelle and DeAndre Swift. I think those were and Todd Gurley. I think those guys were like the best running backs for Georgia in the Kirby Smart era. Um, Brandon Lee, shout out to Brandon Lee. As a Husker fan, it was a matter of time before Georgia started doing something in the portal. Yeah, man. I mean, we was all expecting and hoping, he did something in that portal, man. It just took so long. And I just honestly felt like it was a lot of players out there, like I said, man, maybe they had their own, they was trying to be strategic on what players they decide to pick up, and it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do to, get the guys that fit your program. But I just feel like we was losing, excuse me, y'all. I'm burping and everything. I feel like we were losing out on a lot of players. You know what I mean? I don't know much about Salute. Armando Black TV just walked in the door. Yeah, boy, we live again, man. We just having basic talk though. This ain't nothing specific. We just having basic talk. But yeah, man, I'm glad that we did start getting some guys in. I'm definitely glad about that. I'm feeling more subtle now that we're getting some guys. It took forever, but it is what it is. Maybe, like I said, maybe they were being strategic. Maybe they was, being calculating their moves at the game. I heard Jessica. What's up, Jessica? At the game, I heard Notre Dame fans talking about Frazier. Okay. Defense will have to respect the weapons at wide receiver. I think the running game will improve with lighter boxes up front. Okay. Both Robinson's backs are fragile. Both sidelined with serious non-contact injuries. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm hoping those guys get healthy and come in and be dogs for Georgia, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't see it, but I just don't know yet. You got ETN still there. You got my guy Nate Frazier. So them guys gonna have to really work, to get. But they're gonna get rotated in. That's one thing. That's one position on the offense side of the ball that Kirby don't mind rotating guys in and out, is that running back position. So they gonna get rotated in. Like and especially how long they've been there, especially Branson. Man, I had so much high hopes for Branson, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I think I did his highlights. I think I had to take that down because it was off of ESPN. You know how they do with the copyright stuff. But I covered him way back. I think I covered him his second season or whatever at Georgia, and I had high hopes for that guy, man. But he just couldn't stay healthy, and it happens sometimes that way. You got guys that come in that look like they gonna make a big time impression on the team, and they get hurt. We got some pass catchers now, tall, fast, deep threats. Yeah, man, we looking up. We looking up, man. We looking up, man. We looking up, and that's good, man. I'm glad. I'm proud of us for landing these guys, and I'm ready to see what they're gonna do. I'm ready to see what them spring scrimmages gonna look like. Got to get back to UGA football. Stop strong running game, strong defense. That's exactly what we need to get back to. That's exactly what we need to get back to. And I think I think we moving the pieces, right? I think we doing it right. We on the right path. I'll say that. We on the right path. Moving some pieces around, getting some guys in. We already know some guys gonna be going out, and it was looking kind of critical for us. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. It was looking critical, but at the end of the day, Kirby and the coaching staff is making those changes and making those adjustments. And like I say, hopefully we come in the next season and be on top of our game. Now, like I said, we can't expect us to be undefeated, so we have to realize that we are rebuilding right now. So we can't expect us to come in there and be undefeated. And if we do that, then kudos to us. More power to Georgia, right? But we this is the rebuilding stage. So that's what we need to focus in on, because I know the fan base, we get a little ahead of ourselves sometime and be thinking like, oh, we supposed to win every single game. And, and the last 2 years got us like that, right? We got spoiled, and now it's time to start rebuilding. We haven't seen it yet. Now it's time to start rebuilding. Big Dawg 404, peace and blessings. New to the channel, keep doing your thing, my G. Go Dogs. Shout out to the Big Dawg 404, baby. Hey, man, I appreciate you stepping off in the live. I appreciate you hitting that like button. Oh, yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I be noticing y'all be coming off in this live, but y'all don't be hitting that like button, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button and definitely subscribe if you love the content or if you like the content. You feel me? The G-Day game is going to be lit. It's going to be on fire. And I'm definitely going to be live for that one. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. We are going to be live for that one, and we going to be watching that one together. I hate this time of year. I got to think about stuff to talk to my husband about on Saturdays. Hey, man, it is what it is, it is. I feel where you coming from. Nate was good. Mike Brown said Nate was good at Pass Pro in high school. It was on his what's that, huddle highlight? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't pronounce that. Dr. Dandruff Podcast. Yo, what's happening, Dr. Dandruff Podcast? I don't know who you are, whatever, but shout out to you for stepping off in the live, man. Happy New Year to you too, brother. We tasted the humble pie. Now let's get back to the bully ball. Yes, Lord, we tasted humble pie. Yes, Lord. And we got humble in the way that I wouldn't have expected. I wouldn't have expected us to get humbled the way we did. Like, and basically saying, like, I would have rather competed at a higher level and got humbled, But it is what it is. You get humbled, you get humbled. It is what it is. I ain't even going in depth on how you get humbled or anything like that. It is what it is. You got humbled. Now it's time to re-strategize and get back to it. Shout out to all y'all, for real. I was on the roast me with ADD. He was on the what? I was on the roast me with ADD. Shout out to. I don't know what that is, brother, but let us know a little more so I won't be confused on what you're talking about in the chat, man. But we having a good time tonight, man. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all share this thing out, man. Get us in the algorithms. You know what I'm talking about? And I'm going to start doing this in the off season because I know we don't have a lot to go on. So I'm going to just come in and we just going to kick it, man. Hopefully y'all enjoy it. Hopefully y'all, come back the next time we go live and we can just kick it. Oh, okay. Hey, shout out to you then. I know what you're talking about. All Deaf Digital Roast Me Show with the best roasters in the classroom. Yeah, man. Appreciate you stepping off in the live, man. I heard rumbles that Bobo may be stepping down, a mutual thing. Man, look, man, that Bobo stuff is going crazy. It's all over the internet. And I ain't just talking I'm not even just talking fans, right? I'm talking about just everywhere on the internet, like Google. It's a lot of people talking about Mike Bobo, man. And listen, man, if we don't see Mike Bobo next season or this up and coming season, look here, man, I won't be surprised, right? We won't be surprised. Most of y'all want him gone, but I definitely won't be surprised because we hearing so much talk about this man. Yeah, man, Dandruff Duff Podcast. Thanks, G. I'm going to subscribe. Hey, man, yeah, subscribe to the channel, man, because I'm telling you, man, if you a Dawg fan, man, you going to love my channel, man. Yeah, man. I never would have thought that we would be eliminated by Notre Dame. Yeah, that's crazy, right? I didn't see that coming. That's why I didn't want to really get into how we got the humble pie or how we had to eat the humble pie. But I just didn't think it would have came this way. You feel me? I felt like I don't know, man. Not to Notre Dame. Not to Notre Dame. I didn't see that coming. But at the end of the day, I think we did see that coming. I think we just didn't want to see it coming, but we seen it coming. If you get my drift, we didn't want to see it coming, but we seen it coming, right? On paper, we looking bigger, faster, stronger going into 25. Okay. Okay, that Joker Mike, boy, he got the high hopes. That's what I like to hear from them Dawg fans. We got to make sure that we are staying positive about them Georgia Bulldogs and keeping the faith in them guys. Armando Black TV said the national media is calling for Kirby to get rid of Bobo. Yes, 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 yes. I've been seeing it. And like I say, I'm not talking about no comment sections. None of that. I'm talking about when you get on Google and go to, and these are media sites saying, hey, you might want to get rid of this guy. You know, if you want to have a good future in college football, you might want to get rid of this guy. And listen, I was not fully against getting rid of him. I was just saying certain things wasn't his fault. You know, but hey, man, do what you got to do, Kirby. I'm with it. I'm rocking with Kirby. That's just all to it. I'm rocking with Kirby. So, you know, Mike Bobo, you know, I'm just rocking with him just cause affiliation. You know what I'm saying? You know, he affiliated, so that's why I'm rocking with him. But you know, it is what it is. If they decide to fire Bobo, let him go, and let's get somebody up in there that can actually, you know, get us where we need to be and where we know we need to be, because everybody knows that Georgia needs to be in that, need to be a national championship team. Everybody, but they was so glad, bro. I'm talking about a lot of programs was glad that Georgia did not win no natty. You know, a lot of them didn't even want us in the playoffs, man. But we played so terrible, in my opinion, in the playoffs. And let me say this, man, because I have heard different people say, well, he went 20 for 32 and scored a touchdown, and I'm like, yeah, right, that's true. You know, his numbers weren't that bad, right? Gunnar Stockton's numbers was not that bad, right? But at the end of the day, this is Notre Dame that we talking about, right? So let's not make it seem as if he was playing somebody worth, you know, those stats, you know, those stats weren't, it didn't mean nothing to me. For one, you lost the game badly, in my opinion. Two, the stats did not mean it. Yeah, he was 20 for 32, 234 yards with one touchdown. Now, we all know that one touchdown, which a touchdown is a touchdown, but that one touchdown was from a busted coverage on the defense. Come on, man. Like, I saw that. You know what I mean? But anyway, Jessica said the confidence in the team was blah, and where was the leaders? You didn't see real leaders step up this year. Definitely didn't. I agree with you on that, Jessica. We ain't see no leadership, none at all. It just felt like a bunch of young guys out there running around. Yeah, Stephen A, Mad Dog, Molly, Ella Duncan, and Paul Feinbaum are all calling for Kirby to fire Bobo. Wow, that's bad. That's bad. He's definitely gonna have to make a choice. You know, that's his buddy, but he gonna have to make some type of choice, because at the end of the day, most of those people that you called out, they know football, and they also know Mike Bobo. So, you know, I think that he need to go ahead and make a choice. A lot of QBs would struggle in their first start on that big of a stage. I mean, I get it. OJ Juice, you know, OJ Jones, I meant Orange Juice Jones, what it is, man. But yeah, man, I get it, man. I think that, yeah, a lot of quarterbacks would struggle, you know, just a little bit. But, you know, I mean, he just didn't, in my opinion, I wasn't feeling Gunner. You know, that's just my opinion. I'm just not feeling Gunner, bro. Like, from the start, I wasn't feeling him early on in this season. I wasn't feeling him to be the starting quarterback for Georgia, period. I would rather see guys like Ryan Puglisi rather than Gunner Stockton. And, you know, next season he can, you know, with the weapons that he have, we should see a better quarterback. But in my opinion, I just didn't see nothing that surprised me or that made me feel like, oh, we got a quarterback. Yeah, the numbers will say one thing, but when it's man, everybody knows that. A lot of times, man, we done beat a lot of teams, and a lot of people done said it like, yeah, we beat them, but on film, it wasn't that goddamn good of a goddamn game for Georgia. So that's just all I'm saying. You know, I'm still not sold on Gunner yet, though. I'm not sold on him like that. Like, I feel like Gunner is okay. Geek World, where the hell you been at? You one of my moderators, man. Where the hell you been at? I'm gonna have to take you. I'm gonna have to take that wrench from you, girl. But yeah, just a couple of insiders say Pug is the guy. I honestly think Puglisi is the guy. I'm not sold on Gunner, like, at all. I'm not sold on him. I don't feel like his arm is as strong as Beck's, or Puglisi. I think he forces a lot of his throws. Now, one thing that I will say, and me and Armando talked about it, is the fact that Stetson used to when he used to throw deep throws, he used to float majority of the time. But I think that Gunner does better with throwing bullets when it comes to the deep throws, because sometimes you let it float too high, somebody got a bigger chance to get get the interception. So, but I'm just not sold on Gunner, not yet. I'm not sold on him. It'll take more than a game and a half, to convince me when it comes to a quarterback. It's gonna take more than that. I was sold on. I didn't get sold on. Well, I always been sold on Carson. I don't know. Maybe it was his height. You know what I'm saying, his size, and I saw him coming into Georgia, and I saw the preparation stages, and I was like, okay, I can see this guy being a starter at Georgia. But Gunner, I ain't sold yet. I ain't sold yet. I always tell y'all, I could be wrong. He could be, with the weapons that we gonna have next season, he could be that guy. But I don't see it. Not right now. I think Gunner slinging Stockton is the wave. Okay, as long as they let him commit to quarterback runs. That's the problem, though. They wasn't letting him commit to the quarterback run. Not at all, Big Buck said, I would rather seen Jaden Rashada over Gunner. Yeah, man, like, I mean, we all got our different opinions, like, right? So, like, I don't mind nobody, disagreeing with me. I just feel like, for me, I'm looking for a different type of quarterback, and I wasn't able to see that. I just felt as if he was not, like, elusive at all. Yeah, it was a big game. Yeah, he had to make some decisions. Like, we keep saying that, but at the end of the day, man, I mean, either you got it or either you don't. How long is it going to take you to get it? I mean, it's just, he just remind me of he reminds me of Brock Vandegrift. He doesn't possess anything special, in my opinion. It just reminds me of a Brock Vandegrift. Like, okay. He all right. His high school stats were all world, but SEC football is different. Yeah, I believe so. I saw him in high school. I saw him and Brock Vandegrift in high school, and both of them I was so excited to see these guys start for Georgia. At some point, one of them start for Georgia, But at the end of the day, I don't see Puglisi getting that start. I hope they start Puglisi over Gunner. Yeah, Gunner reminds me of Brock. Yeah, he does. He does. He reminds me of Brock, just my opinion, man. It's just he's not exciting. He doesn't excite me at no point. There was no point in that game where everybody was like, boy, we got us a quarterback. There was no point. Yeah, he completed some passes. I'm not expecting him to be a DeJuan Mathis. I'm not expecting him to be that low of a quarterback, but I just was expecting more, man. Like, I was expecting way more, and I didn't get it. Like, he's not elusive. He's not, the runner that I thought he would be, and I even tried to, in his defense, I tried to blame it on Kirby Smart and Mike Bobo. I try to say, well, they must not be letting them loose. They must just kind of, be playing them conservative. But, you said they saying Gunner is way more accurate than Brock. Come on, bro. Look, man. at the end of the day, man, I think we saying these things because we're Georgia fans. Like we gotta stop doing that, man. Because y'all know from what y'all seen, y'all do not see a damn number one quarterback. Y'all come on now, y'all don't see that. Like y'all do not see that. You mean to tell me that this guy is so much better than Brock Vandegrift? Come on, man. He played a game where he made a couple of complete passes, and now he's the guy for Georgia. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on, man. Like that's what I have to disagree with, because it seems like every time somebody becomes the starter, now we all in defense for this player. And it's like, nah, it don't work like that for me. My mindset don't think like that. The way my mind think is, if I don't see something, a spark or something, I will give you the benefit next season. I will give you that. I will kind of like, but right now, from what we've seen, I don't see nothing in Gunner to say, oh, he's the guy for the Georgia Bulldogs. I don't see that. We got to rely on if we got the right weapons, or if that's what we have to rely on every time when it comes to this dude. We can't just say, man, that Joker went in there and played hard against Notre Dame. Notre Dame they wasn't even better than Texas. Notre Dame couldn't even score, y'all. And we talking highly about this guy Gunner Stockton when he barely could get us in the red zone the whole game. The whole thing. Bull. I didn't like Carson after like week 3. Man, Carson was right, bro. Carson made some NFL throws. Like, y'all gotta cut that out. Y'all, if Carson wouldn't have never threw them interceptions, nobody would have nothing to say about Carson Beck. Carson Beck was a dog for Georgia, man. I don't care what nobody say. He's better than Gunner Stockton also. Come on, man. Not me, because I never was feeling Carson Beck. Okay, everybody can say that, but I'm willing to bet y'all if Carson Beck would have played in that game, I'm willing to bet y'all we would have won that damn game. I'm willing to bet y'all we would have won that damn game. Look how well he did in his first start. Right? So that's why I'm trying to give Gunner the benefit of saying, okay, let's see what he's gonna do next season and with the weapons that he may have. But listen, Geek World, you said Notre Dame couldn't either. They won because of a bad call. I don't want to hear all that. Yeah, he was off this year. Yeah, Carson Beck was off this year, but Carson Beck is still a better quarterback. That man is he just make better decisions, in my opinion. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew, because we did the same damn thing when it came to Stetson Bennett. We did the same thing, not necessarily me, but we all of this fan bases did the same damn thing. They seen him messing up and they drug him through the mud. They seen him messing up and they drug him through the mud until he won us them 2 natties. Then everybody got on his D. Everybody got on his D. As soon as that man won them 2 natties, now everybody on his D. But before that, man, y'all was dragging him. Y'all was dragging Stetson through the mud, man. That's what I'm saying with Georgia fans. They it's just like, come on, man. Like, let's be realistic, y'all. Let's be realistic. Ain't nothing Gunner has done to say he's better than anybody we done seen in the last 2 seasons. I don't give a F. I wanted JT Daniels. We all wanted JT Daniels. I'm gonna be real, But even JT Daniels, I felt like Stetson was still better than JT Daniels. Stetson got right. Stetson definitely got right. He definitely got developed, if I can say. But I think a lot of those people are unicorns. You know what I mean? They come in, like, I think Stetson was a unicorn. But at the end of the day, man, like I say, man, whoever Kirby chooses is who we gonna have to rock with. So at the end of the day, we can have our opinions about who we like or whatever. But whoever Kirby chooses is who he chooses. So it is what it is. Beck only benefit from the week 2000. He got exposed in that SEC when he finally saw real defense. But Stetson grew on us. He started out sketchy. Yeah, man, like, and so if you saying Stetson grew on us, he started out sketchy. I feel the same way about Gunner. I feel the same way about Gunner. You know. Yeah. Yeah. At the end of the day, man, I don't care. I don't care. We like I said, we can go back and forth all damn night about who's better and who's this and who's that. At the end of the day, if they ain't win us no natty, it don't damn even matter. If you ain't win us no natty at this point, I really don't. It is what it is, you know. But my I did have not gonna showing streets. Imagine him in a regular game without the pressure of a win or go home. Man, listen, man. The way I look at it, I don't look at it the way y'all look at it. Like, oh, this was his. I look at it as he knew what time it was. You know, he fought for a position which he didn't have. Uh, at the end of the day, he didn't do what I expected him to do. That's just all it is. But who am I? I'm just a fan. Who am I? But it is what it is. Like I say, when this season come, and with the guys that's gonna be weapons for him, I'll change my whole outlook on him. But for right now, I'm not sold on him. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Because we keep giving everybody a chance. Oh, I don't know what difference. To be real, I don't see how people don't see that Carson Beck was way better than Gunner. You know, you said Beck was never leading us to a natty. I mean, he could have. Beck could have led us to a natty. I could have definitely seen that. I definitely got. He didn't. I mean, even like the 23 season, man, Beck was slinging that thing. Y'all got to admit that, man. Beck was handling business out there, man. Like, let's be real, bro. But what I mean, let's to y'all defense and mine in this conversation. We didn't even have shit to be even thinking about winning no natty with this season. All like I told y'all before, all of those dog channels was hyping y'all up, saying that the only thing in front of Georgia is Georgia, and Georgia's got a good chance of winning the natty. Those were all lies and fabrications, man. Like, I already knew that Georgia didn't have what it take to win the natty, especially with Beck throwing the interceptions. Those were the and I'm a fan of Beck, but those were the games that I felt, okay, this is not going to be the year for us. It was nothing. It was nothing. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about, Armando. That's what I'm talking about with this season, right? This season he was throwing multiple interceptions. He just wasn't making good decisions. I knew right then and there. I said, okay, this ain't the season, right? But at the end of the day, regardless. So I mean, even if what y'all saying, like, here's my thing too. So we can sit here and say that Beck wasn't better than Gunner, but didn't Beck have the starting job? So what excuse do we have now with saying that? What excuse are we gonna use? That they just wasn't gonna start him because of what? If Gunner was the better quarterback, Gunner would have been starting. I'm just saying. The man threw what? The man threw 2 against Mississippi State, 3 against Texas, 3 against Bama, and a couple more. So what make what I'm saying? What make y'all think that Gunner was a better quarterback at any point this season? If with all of the interception being thrown, ain't no way, Kirby would have. Ain't no way. Kirby hate mobile QBs. Look what happened with Fromm versus Field. Yeah, facts. Fromm versus Field, man. I mean, it's simple as that. Like, so that's why I don't deride, everything that Kirby Smart does when it comes to the quarterback position. That's why I don't. I say, you know what? I need some more time. He only had a good season in 23 because he didn't see a real defense until the 2023 SEC championship game. Okay. Geek World Field was clearly better. Yeah, Fields was clearly better. I thought that Kirby Smart kind of learned from that decision make that he made, and I hope he did learn. Still to this day, I still hope he did learn from that. They wasn't giving Justin Field a lot to do when he got in the game. I felt like that was kind of like selling him short. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. That's over and done with. Let's just hope this up and coming season we can change things. I think Fromm versus Field was more of the booster not wanting Fields like they really didn't want Shockley. Yeah, Georgia is not like I talked about that at one point too, man, about Georgia is not prepared for a dual threat quarterback. Georgia doesn't see themselves. I don't know why. I don't know, man. It seemed like when it came to dual threat guys, they just didn't want them for whatever reason. If Rashada turns out to be a monster, then Kirby didn't learn. Yeah, I think Rashada will turn out to be pretty good. I don't think Rashada is going to be, especially depending on what team he goes to. So let's just say that. Let's just be real. The way the eye test that I put on that I had on Rashada was gonna be pretty decent. Rashada he had an arm, he was connecting with his receivers. He didn't play a whole lot, but let's just be real. Like I feel like he did better than Gunner did. I honestly feel like that. If you go watch Arizona State, if you go watch their highlights, Jaden Rashada highlights, he looks better than Gunner Stockton. Now somebody in the chat tell me I'm damn lying. If you watch Jada Rashada's highlights, somebody in the chat tell me I'm damn lying. You can't deny it, man. You can't deny it. Jada Rashada did look better than Gunner Stockton. Yeah, I can see Rashada being successful in Miami system. Yeah, man. Like I said, depending on who he decides to go to, it just all depends on who he decide to go to. I won't judge him if he go to a bull crap team. I won't, because I know people will do that. He'll end up at a bull crap team or whatever, or a team that don't have weapons around him and stuff, and then they'll start judging him. Oh yeah, look at him now. I knew he wasn't, but yeah, I'm glad he left. You know what I mean? But I still, in my opinion, my eye test say that Rashada was a better quarterback. Beck was a better quarterback. If y'all honestly gonna tell me that y'all think that, I don't want to debate the Beck and Gunner thing. I'm sold on Beck and I'm not on Gunner. It is what it is. Ain't nothing gonna change my mind except for seeing Gunner next season. That's the only thing that's gonna change my mind, because he hadn't done enough to change to make me think that he is the guy for the Georgia Bulldogs at this point. He hadn't done enough. Now, to Kirby Smart and Mike Bobo, they got enough to say that. Like, they see him in practice. They got enough. We technically do not have enough to say he's the guy for Georgia. So you can, if you want to, you can, root for him or whatever. That's up to you. But for me, I need more, right? Geek World, he knew enough. They said Fields couldn't read defenses. Well, he sure read them. Yeah, like, man, listen, man. I know that's y'all conversation, but y'all in my chat, so I'm going to speak on it. And, Justin Fields was clearly the better quarterback. And he went over to Ohio State and dogged out. You know what I'm saying? He balled out. He did what he should have did at Georgia. And it is what it is. It is what it is, I'm gonna just say it because that's the elephant in the room right now. A lot of people talk about it, and I tried to I tried to not speak on it, but it is what it is. This is my channel. Y'all feel how you want to feel, but the talk is out there that Georgia don't like to start black quarterbacks. That's the major talk. We all know this. Like, I've been hearing this for years, right? We don't like to start black quarterbacks. And like I said, I try not to talk about this on my channel, man, because I'm more so of a guy that feel like, football brings everybody together. But it is what it is, man. That's the talk. A lot of people have been saying that all on my channel, all in, under my, videos, certain videos I pull up or I post up. And I believe some of it to be true, but sometimes I just be like, man, I don't know, man. I don't want to make it a race thing, but that's what everybody's feeling right now. Everybody's feeling like, hey, man, Georgia just refuses to start a black quarterback. Georgia don't want to, but we paid for it with Justin Fields. So I don't know. Cujo said Deshaun Watson wanted to come to Georgia after he broke all those records, and they turned him down. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like to not think that that's what's going on at Georgia. You know, they said they should say no enough. I don't know, but I don't like to think that that's what's going on at Georgia. Now, me being from Georgia, I can see how that's possible. South Georgia, that is, Tift County, Georgia. With me being from down there, I can see how, people would feel that way. Feel me? But at the end of the day, I just don't like to feel like that's what's really going on, because that'll make me not want to be a Dawg fan, and there ain't no way I cannot be a Dawg fan. So it's like, that's why I didn't want to talk about that on my channel, man, because I feel like, uh, I ain't want to feel like that's what was going on at Georgia. I ain't want to feel like they was pulling the race card at Georgia. I just didn't want to feel that way, you know. And a lot of people keep saying it, Cujo said I'm from Valdosta 229 all day. Yeah, you already know that. You know what I mean? But I ain't want to keep talking about that. I ain't want to keep, I ain't want to keep the conversation going. But I know people was I felt they was trying to bait me into the conversation, not in a negative way, but they was just saying what we've been saying for a long time, coming from a Georgia fan. Like, we've been talking about that. That been the conversation that, that Georgia don't like to start black quarterbacks. They love them on defense, but, they love them to run that ball. They love them to protect the quarterback, but they damn sure don't love to give them a shot at the quarterback position. So, we could be wrong. Hopefully we're wrong. Hopefully we're wrong. And then too, I know I got people that's not black that watch my channel, and I don't want to make nobody feel uncomfortable. I'm at a place in my life where, I ain't trying to make nobody feel uncomfortable about certain things. So it is what it is, Cujo said we have a black quarterback coming, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we got a young black guy, man. He's dual threat also. And in my opinion, I just think that, hopefully, yeah, we got Hazika Millender, man. Let me go to let me do something real quick, y'all, for people that don't know. Let me go to my channel. All right. Let's go to my channel. And I'm not going to watch the video. We're not going to watch the video. I just want to show you guys. I just want to show you guys. Here he is right here. 3-star quarterback, Hazika Millender. Hopefully I'm pronouncing his name correctly, man. But y'all can go check that out. I posted that a month ago, as you can see. You know what I mean? And yeah, y'all should go check that out, man. Dude is a dog. Like I said, I'm not gonna watch it tonight with y'all, but yeah, y'all go check it out whenever y'all get time. Yeah, he's a dog. I think I probably was the first person on this dude, as far as the coverage. I probably was the first one on this guy. He's definitely a dog, and I really want to see him, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, he made a big time choice to go ahead and transfer over to Georgia, and it's somebody that I would love to see, man. I would love to see him. Man, I think them Branch brothers and our wide receiver coming in, Gunner is about to have some weapons. Just need to keep them out of court, jail. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Yo, man, see what it is, man. I'm just seeing your comment. What's good? What's good? We just kicking back tonight, man. Like I told y'all, I'm gonna do a lot of these, man. If y'all don't mind, do y'all mind if I come live every other night or so and we just chop it up. Like, that's what I feel like. That's what I feel like doing. I just feel like coming on because we don't have a lot to go on. The season is over, so we don't have a lot to go on, man. Hopefully y'all don't mind us just coming in here every other day or so, just chopping it up about whatever, man. That's why I titled it Dawg Talk. Anything goes, because anything gonna go tonight. Anything goes, man. It's the off season, so we can just, chop it up about everything, anything. Big Buck said, "Nah, keep it up." How y'all feel about Skip Bayless, man, and what's going on with Skip Bayless, man? Like, is that situation rectified or what, man? Is that situation rectified with Skip Bayless or what, man? Gotta get this. My boy Mike say, we pushing, bro. Gotta get this channel to blow up. Authentic Dawg Talk. That's what it is. Authentic Dawg Talk. Shout out to Mike Pearson for that one. We here, big dog. Hey, man, I appreciate all y'all, man. Like, I really appreciate all y'all. I just wanted to make it clear and see how y'all felt about it, about us coming every other day or so and chopping it up. We in the off season, so, laughing my ass off, man. Skip wanted that tail. I don't blame him. Yeah, man, they say Skip was pressing up, man, as far as the lawsuit goes, man. Yeah, man. Say, man, them chicks, man. Them chicks is getting loose with everybody, bro. Like, it's sad, man. A lot of women be tripping, man, because they be thinking that we all, they be thinking that we just be over exaggerating when we say a lot of those women be screwing their way to the top. Man, a lot of times, man, that shit be revealing that they really do be doing that. Like, you know what I'm saying? They say the old girl was knocking everybody off, man. For real, yeah. He was like Cool J said, man. 1.5 mil for the cat. That is crazy. If any woman in the chat right now turn that down, she got to be out her mind. Now I know it's Skip, ugly Skip, but man, you turn that down, man. Something wrong. Are y'all still planning on watching the playoffs, or do y'all not care either? I don't care since the Dogs ain't playing. I don't even care about the playoffs. But yeah, just give her 2 lemon drops and she gonna go for whatever. Bro, I couldn't when I was reading the little lawsuits thing, bro, I was just tripping out, man. I'm like, damn, bro. No disrespect to the ladies. I just finished 20 years in the Army, and man, I seen firsthand sleeping and paying for rank. Facts. Geek World said I'd turn it down for morals. Hey, I respect you for that. But women do this shit all the time. But they get mad when us men criticize them for it, right? They've been calling us cheaters, dogs, and all of that for years. I've been hearing that shit even when I was a little boy. But the minute we start talking about women, I just feel like they just be like, I don't know, man. I guess they feel like we can't do that. We can't talk about them. But it is what it is, man. They be screwing their way to the top, and it's facts. Half the rappers, everybody. It's happening in corporate America, and hey, man, you got some of them like Geek World that say, she got morals and standards. So she said she ain't going for that 1.5, but I know a whole lot of women that will. They gladly bring them in that little room, that little dark room in the back, and jingle his bells, But it tripped me out because I'm like, boy, hey man, this world is crazy, man. These jokers freaky out here, man. For real. Shannon Shaw say he ain't had nothing to do with it. I ain't had nothing to do with nothing, Skip. I'm telling you right now, Skip. Skip, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Skip. I ain't do that, Skip. Man, him and Skip was in their tag team, and I'm in. Hey, man, this shit crazy. Hey, I know some that will too, but they don't have the relationships I have with God. I couldn't do it. I'm too intelligent. I'm a software engineer. And shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody out there that's doing especially the women that's handling their business, working their 9 to 5s, or whatever you working. Shout out to y'all, man. But man, when I tell you, bro, I believe everything they say about screwing to the top. I believe it. I done seen it. I'm talking about them boys with tag teaming in that thing. I'm in. And after you finish, next man. Hey, hey, boy, hey. In the one that in the one that wink, not the one that stink. Question: why tell after you already slept for your spot? I don't know, man. Hey, man, listen, man. These girls saying they got to get it, man. Hey, 1.5, bro. You tricking off spending 1.5? Most dudes probably pay a couple $100. You know what I'm saying? But boy, 1.5, bro. That must be some. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, shout out to Geek World. She spitting facts up in there, man. Ain't nobody more freaky than Vince. Boy, these boys getting off, man. I'm talking about it's to the point now. I just sit back and just laugh, man. I just be like, wow. Like everybody getting exposed. This is the time for that, man. Marcellus Wiley said he knows some of them claims are facts and can prove. Yeah, I think a lot of it is real. I think a lot of it is true. It's just the way it goes, man. They work with each other. They be around each other. A lot of people want higher positions. A lot of people want more money, and they know how to get it. You know what I'm saying? And with men, that's all you really got to do. You know, they tell them, hey, I'm take them off in the back room. Get the KY ready. Take them off in the back room. You know how Shannon get down. Boy, Shannon don't play no games, boy. Shannon that bad at the bad shit, man. That little video, y'all remember that little video that went viral? That joker in there breathing hard and shh. I ain't lying, boy. That shit had me dying laughing, man. I ain't lying, boy. Hey, man. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I don't condone no man brushing up on no woman, no disrespecting her. I ain't gonna lie about that. And I did see that too in the lawsuit. Like, I don't know how true the law. Sometimes you just can't. You don't know what to believe. Like, you just don't know what to believe. Even with like the whole shit with the Diddy situation, like it's just so hard to because most people a lot of people are looking for a payday. Uh, oh, I thought you were talking about. Yeah, but a lot of these people looking for a payday. They see a man already down, and they start kicking them even harder. You know what I mean? And obviously that's what's happening a lot of times. That's why you got to be extra careful out there. It don't matter what you doing nowadays, what job you have nowadays. You got to be extra careful, men and women. So it's a tough situation. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is sex trafficking and all of that. Oprah offered me 1.5. We a couple. And listen, hey man, it's gonna be real hard to turn down that 1.5, especially depending on where you at in your life. Depending on where you at in your life, man, it's gonna be very, very hard to turn down that 1.5. And you got to think, man, even people that's on TV, even people that's on these networks, man, and they going for it. So the average person that'll say, no, I won't do it. Now, I ain't talking about you, Geek World. I'm just saying the average person that'll be like, no, I ain't doing it. It depends on where you at in your life. It depends. I ain't gonna lie, boy. Viola Davis said, get down here and make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen for that 1.5. I don't give a damn if Whoopi say, I'm coming to slang that thing on you tonight. You got that money? Let me stop. Let me stop. I got too much respect for those ladies to even be playing like that. But Hey man, it depends on where you're at in your life. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Y'all telling me a Whoopi Goldberg said she got a meal for you waiting on you, 1.5 of them things. You mean to tell me you ain't gonna late night creep it, come through that back door, that window? Shit, I don't know. 1.5, I might just walk through the front door. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. 1.5, I might go on and come on through that front door, and I might go on ahead and stay over. You know what I mean, and make her feel real comfortable. I might even, man. Listen, man. It depends on where you at in your life now. Geek World said, heck no, ooh. Hey, it depends on where you at in your life. That's all if it depends on. Not the front door. I'm coming through the front door, Geek World. If Whoopi say she got 1.5 ready for me on in cash, I'm coming straight through the front door. You know? I'm coming straight through the front door. And look here, I'm gonna lay you out. I'm gonna go ahead and for that 1.5, man. Hey, for that 1.5, she gonna tell you too. You gonna have to knock it out the box. Don't come up in here half step. You gonna have to knock it out the box. Don't come up in here half stepping. You know what I mean? Don't come up in here half stepping. You gonna knock it out the box. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna have to step out now, LOL. Nah, man, it ain't. We ain't gonna get too. We ain't gonna get too explicit over here now. We ain't gonna get too explicit. I just want to have some fun with y'all, And, just have some conversation. Like I said, man, we're gonna try to do this every other night or so, you know. Everybody say it's a go. Everybody say they with it. I asked the chat if they felt like they with it. Me coming on live and we just chopping it up about whatever, any kind of anything happened with Georgia. You know what I mean? Any kind of updates. You know what I mean? LS said I'm feeding Whoopi grapes for that 1.5. Oh man, Sincere just walked up in the line. One of my moderators, go Dawg. We getting players now, two wide receivers and two defensive players. Yeah, man, we done talked about it, Sincere, man. We done already talked about it. We just having fun with some off-topic stuff right now. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I said, man, I talked to the chat. Everybody say they cool with me coming every other maybe every other day or so and just giving some updates, man. About the Dogs. Whenever we do get them updates, I'm gonna come live and we gonna chop it up. But it's the off season and we it's still a lot to talk about. So y'all make sure y'all do stay tuned into the Dog House. Where you gonna get the realest content, Hold up, what Geek Russ said, y'all probably the type trick y'all girls out, LOL, for 1.5 dang dollars and wouldn't even give her any. Hey, yeah, you missed it. You missed it, Sincere. But yeah, man. Listen, man. I'm about to get up out of here, man. What time is it, man? It's like 7:41. Yeah, Geek World, you definitely been missing the last 2 weeks, man. You tripping, man, because I be having that we talk that good talk over here. So, you definitely got to tune into the Dog House if you hadn't been tuned in or you're not subscribed to the Dog House. You definitely got to tune in, man, and get them likes up, man. Whenever y'all step into the live, man, you got to get them likes up, man, and help this channel grow. And another way you can help this channel grow by sending me a super chat, man. Like, it's easy. You know what I mean? Hit that cash app, $ Major Quee. It definitely helps the channel grow, man. Geek World say I was on vacation. Where you back now, all right? So, yeah, back again. Like I say, man, shout out to everybody that walked off in the live. Let's do it. We got Geek World, Sincere Harper, Scott Anderson, LS, you know what I'm saying? Mondo Black TV, Big Buck, Cool Joe, my regulars, man, Main C, you know what I'm saying? I ain't see Shabazz Ali up in this thing, but it is what it is. But my regulars just jumped off in the live. OJ, the Juice Main, you know what I mean? Michael Pearson, Jessica, Dandruff, Dr. Dandruff podcast is a new subscriber. Shout out to him for subscribing to the Doghouse. Sarika, came through. And man, Brad Pitt, Tay, Young Tay, Mike Brown. I mean, we all just showed up. DB, Antonio Felder. Yeah, man. Like I say, man, we're going to have a good time, man. We're going to try to do what we can do for this off season to continue the conversations that we've been having. It's all dog talk. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm going to get out of this thing, man. Hopefully everybody have a wonderful night. Enjoy the rest of your night.